being a child of a doctor, did you see your dad much growing up?
That's a great question. I did not, which is one of the reasons why I didn't see, the joy in being a doctor or the benefit, because he was always working. And he was always working. And, during the weekends and nights, and it's just, it didn't look like something that I can see myself doing, because even as a kid, I'm like, you're on this planet, right? I don't think we're here to be working all the time. You have this wonderful opportunity, to live on Earth, for one life. It can't be about working all the time. There has to be something else. And whether that's serving people, helping people, spending time with your family, it's got to be something else. And as I grew older, I realized that my father wasn't just working all the time, but, if you know my father, he's a man of service. He's the eldest of 14.
Wow.
His responsibility has always been to take care of his family. And so all he was doing was helping as many people as he can. And so it's really a matter of perspective. To anyone else, he's working, but he wasn't a very flashy person, didn't drive the nicest cars, but he was helping as many people as he can. And I learned that that's his purpose, is to help.
That's from day one.
Day one. He's always, I heard stories, when he was first became a doctor, he had an office in India. My mother would tell me this, and he'd have a line out the door.
Really?
And so, I learned, you asked me, what is the advantages or disadvantages of being a son of a physician? And it's like, the fact that he's a physician doesn't really matter. It's just how he operated as a physician. So my father spends 20, 30 minutes with his patients, right? And whereas most doctors, 5 minutes, this and that. So he spends a lot of time. And a lot of patients complain. In fact, myself too, I'd get allergies and I'd need something called prednisone, which is like a steroid. And he would never give it to me, because he always had this, his initial reaction was, if you're sick, change your diet, exercise, do the basics first and stick to it before taking on medications. And it's the way he practices today. He works out every day, super healthy, but it's all about the simple things. And that really taught me a lot about life and about law and about how you look at anything.
Okay.
A lot of people think of all the other factors, but you really have to simplify things and bring it down to the black and white. And I think that helps make a better decision when you've simplified whatever the issue is, whatever, the problem that you're trying to address. So that's what I learned from him. He was a very patient man.
Okay.
And he simplified a lot, and he still lives a life of service and care. And I didn't see him before. I'd see him as a physician working all the time. Now I realize what he was really doing.